Yo, what is up, boys and girls? My name is Osmer, and first things first, I want to thank user Tony Montana for recommending that I talk about that Ahmed Muhammad story, because that video is currently sitting at 93 views, and that is better than any video I've made all week. And I don't know why. I didn't think that video was going to do that well, because in terms of like how the news cycle works these days, that's a relatively old story. I mean, it sounds kind of crazy because it wasn't that long ago, but it's been talked about. I mean, it's pretty much everything that needs to be said about that story has been said on some places. Maybe not, you know, everywhere that you look on the news, but I mean, everything in that story has sort of been addressed. I sort of just regurgitated what a lot of different stories have said, and yeah, well, that video did good, so thank you. Anyways, what I want to talk about today is why the fuck are video games so boring now? Because it seems to be a phenomena that's happening with a lot of people my age, regardless if we have, you know, like a job or we're going to school or anything. I mean, I know people that live a neat lifestyle, which neat means, you know, they're not going to school, they don't have a job, they're living at home. I know people that live that type of lifestyle that also are going through the same thing. Video games just aren't fun to them anymore. And I mean, I want to get it out of the way that I don't think video games are getting boring or anything. I mean, I just played the recent Call of Duty game and Black Ops 3, and it's not like the game, like if that game came out in place of Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, I probably would have played it to like equivalent that I played Modern Warfare 2. I mean, I'm not saying that games have changed or whatever, but maybe we're becoming a little bit jaded, which is one of the points I will get to. But yeah, I mean, the last game I really got into was probably Modern Warfare 3. That was the last multiplayer game that I played the shit out of. I mean, Halo 4, you could make a case for that in terms of how much I played games, but I mean, Modern Warfare 3 was really the peak. It was the pinnacle of time I put into a game. I was in 11th grade at the time, and I was like skipping days of school to reach that 10th prestige first out of anybody in my school, even though I wasn't really competing with anybody for 10th prestige. I mean, I was on the leaderboards. I was in like the top 2,000 people in the world for score and stuff like that. Like, I played the fuck out of that game. And nowadays, you won't catch me doing that with any game. I mean, recently I talked about how much I enjoyed Mad Max in one of my videos where I put Mad Max gameplay. I haven't touched the game since I've made that video. For some reason, I mean, I never really enjoyed single-player games, but I feel like the game should be fun. It's something maybe a little bit different than what I've played, but I feel like it should be a game that brings me back to it, but it doesn't. I don't care. I mean, I'm just like, maybe someday I'll play it again, but I don't really feel like playing it today. Like, sometimes I'll go through the day and I'll like think about like, I wonder if I want to play Mad Max today, and then my mind always says, no, don't even bother. What's the point? And I don't know, first reason actually, I don't know specifically why this is, but I have two thoughts on it. The first thought I feel like will revolve around people like me that were in a similar situation where they really only played multiplayer games throughout pretty much most of their life, that they actually played a lot of video games. Most of the games were multiplayer. In my case, most of the games were things like Halo 3 and Call of Duty. Those are not Halo 3 specifically, but Halo in general and Call of Duty. Those were the games that I played with people, and those are the games that I played the most. I mean, Halo 3, that was the first game I ever played on my Xbox 360. All my friends from school, not really all of them, but like at first it was just me and this kid Sam, and then it was me, Sam, and Jamie, and then it was me, Sam, Jamie, and Matt, and I sort of loved that game because I had like a close group of friends, and like nobody else was playing that game other than us, and we were the only kids in school that were playing Halo 3, and we loved Halo 3, and it was a really cool experience at the start. I mean, I played the fuck out of Halo 3. I played Halo 3 probably more than I played any other game. I think the only game that comes close in comparison to the amount of hours and days I put into that game would probably be Modern Warfare 2. But, I mean, I played the fuck out of that game, and I feel like one of the reasons why I don't enjoy games anymore is because there's nobody to play with. I mean, people, my friends specifically, have moved on to, like, things like jobs and school and stuff like that, and they're usually busy all the time, and there's not enough time in the day to just, you know, say, screw this. Like, you can't really screw college homework like you could, you know, high school homework. In high school, you could just be like, whatever, you know, just get it done in the study hall or some shit. So everybody, you know, at all hours of the day had time to play things like Halo and Call of Duty. But nowadays, I really don't have anybody to play multiplayer games with. So that's sort of my theory as to why people that were like me that only played multiplayer games really don't like video games anymore. It's because there's nobody to play with. And I feel like I'm also on the same spectrum as the second point, or the second, theory that I have, is that we've just become jaded. If you haven't realized, Call of Duty is a lot of the same. I mean, there's no denying that. And if you've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4 like me, you've probably played the shit out of Call of Duty. And if that's the game that you really only got enjoyment out of, then you probably don't want to play video games anymore, because Call of Duty was your main game, and it's just sort of, you become jaded to how fun the game actually is. It's sort of just repetitive movements in your head. Like, I can play Call of Duty and just, like, fucking talk to somebody on the phone or some shit, and maybe even watch TV at the same time and do fine, Like, it's sort of just second nature and boring to me. So I feel like a lot of people might just not enjoy video games because a lot of video games are somewhat the same these days. I mean, and you've also gone through a lifetime of playing these games that are still continuing with series. And a lot of people like to play games with familiar series names, so they go in and they'll play the series again, and they'll just be like, wow, this is the same as the last one. So yeah, there's a lot of similarity in video games, especially if you've been playing video games for a long time throughout your life. Eventually you'll become jaded and not want to play them anymore. So yeah, that's really all I really wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to get a few points out of the way. I am also running out of time on the video, so I guess I will just end it here and say that I love you guys, and I also want to make a Game Battles team on Modern Warfare 2, and I'll make a video about that too. I love you guys. Have a good day, and yeah, love you. Bye. Yo, what is up, boys and girls? My name is Osmer, and this is another video. This is another consecutive video. I'm doing it. I'm finally fucking doing it. You guys should be proud of me, even though I know that I'm not really getting a ton of viewership. But for those of you watching me, hopefully you're somewhat excited that I'm actually, continually posting shit on here.